trying very hard to get the lead at the beginning of this race. He knows that his car's quicker out of the tight corners, and he doesn't want to get bogged down behind the BMW. So I think Dick has accepted the fact they might break axles, but it's very important to get the lead, and that's what he'll be trying to do at the start of the race. And I'd expect to see Dick get a handy lead in the first lap and then be followed by 3 BMWs, and Peter Brock is liable to come through in the first lap and be anywhere except probably in the first position after lap 1.
I think in terms of the start, the man to watch might be Tom Walkinshaw in the Rover coming up through the field, because I would expect him to get a quicker start than the BMWs in front of him. There are 3 BMWs right in front of him and Peter Brock alongside him. Both of those will be trying to get through that field early on.
Yes, it's a narrow circuit initially, but with those tight hairpins and braking being very difficult, Walkinshaw has the ability to crash through this field in the first lap, but he wants to finish the race and not get involved in accidents, so I think he'd just be a bit cautious.
What a superb grid we have. What a superb grid of wonderful cars in Group A. A Falcon on the front, then 3 BMWs, then a VK Commodore, then the Rover Vitesse, and then we have a mixture of the smaller cars, the Fiat 130 Abarth, the Corolla GTs, the Alfa Romeo GTV, another Corolla GT, another Corolla GT, a Golf GTI. There's a wonderful mixture of cars here.
We've also got the Audi back there, and we mustn't forget the Volvo at the back of the grid. We've got to remember that Michel Delcourt is a very determined driver, and we should watch this man in the first lap. If anybody's going to cause any fireworks, it's that red car at the back of the grid.
The 1 minute board has gone up, not far away from a start now in the Nissan Sport 500. On the race, on the streets of Wellington.
Wow.
Engines getting warm now, waiting for the flag to drop. In fact, it's a light start. They're away. The green light is going. They're away for a start. Dick Johnson out in the lead. Coming through on the inside, Peter Brock in the third place. Neville Price in second. A great little battle. A very good start from Peter Brock, getting up to third place there, behind Neville Crichton. Dick Johnson leads, Neville Crichton second, Peter Brock third.
Brute horsepower of the big Falcon is just powering Dick Johnson away. This is what he wants to do, make that initial break, and the grunt is getting him out of the corners so fast.
Tom Walkinshaw, very aggressive, taking different lines. He's not going to sit back and wait to get through in the first few laps. He's going to be aggressive.
Gary Pedersen also getting an excellent start on the Fiat, up to 6th place.
Dick Johnson's got at least 100 metres on the field already now. Powers into the tight turns there. Hard right into first gear. Neville Crichton following him hard in second place. Peter Brock already in third and flying.
Good start from Frank Sittner as well.
Frank Sittner, a very experienced European, is driven on long circuits, and he said that he can be aggressive when he wants to be, and he's sure showing his talents now.
Well, Neville Crichton not letting Dick Johnson get too far away early on. Peter Brock still in third place, then Frank Sittner, then Ken Bajan.
Oh, Frank Sittner, I think, may be a bit of a surprise here. He's really trying very hard, and he's not going to sit behind Peter Brock unless he has to.
Here's your leader on lap 1, Dick Johnson, the mighty Ford Falcon, leading the Nissan Sport 500.
Dick Johnson through first, Neville Crichton through second, Peter Brock through third, then Frank Sittner, then Bajan, Tom Walkinshaw.
Tom Walkinshaw back there, I would have expected him to be further up after lap 1, but that's the way it is. The New Zealanders and the other overseas contingents have got ahead of him.
And already the Volvo up to about 8th place. They've come through half the field in the first lap, so watch for them coming through. Dick Johnson still pulling away this lead. I know this is his tactics. The flag you saw waved there is for oil on the track.
I was talking to Michel Delcourt before, and he said they wanted to get up as fast as possible, but he doesn't want to have an accident on the way. And he was very determined to get to the front, but not to have an accident. But Michel Delcourt has come right through this field, and you can see him in the picture there now. He's got right ahead of all the little cars, and he's trying very hard. It's Paul Adams in front of him in his Toyota Sprinter. Michel Delcourt is about to take him. A wonderful drive already, and he hasn't bent the car, so he'll be very pleased.
Wayne Wilkinson will be really rapt to be up in second place ahead of his arch rival Kiwi style Neville Kent Bajan's car, driven in this part by Neil Lowe. There we follow Wayne Wilkinson onto the bridge, through the gates, and then there's a wide line for Neil Lowe, very wide line. He'll lose that place to Tom Walkinshaw. No, he's fought back.
It seems to me, David, that Peter Brock is holding things up just a little.
Well, of course, we know that he's not that familiar with the speed he's required to keep in traffic. He hasn't done a lot of fast laps with cars. And he's just diving himself in, as he calls it. Handily placed, but Neil Lowe will be kicking himself. He's lost a little momentum there and dropped back from the main group.
So there's the leader, Dick Johnson, pulling away that lead. That's his tactics. Wayne Wilkinson in second place in the Wilkinson Brighton BMW. Peter Brock still third. Frank Sittner behind him.
The Sittner and the Kent Bajent Neil Lowe car are running on Pirelli tyres, which we understand are a little bit harder than the Dunlops seen on Neville Crichton and Wayne Wilkinson's car. Now this may be causing the tail end sliding that we're seeing on the Neil Lowe entry.